what you have to do, you have to go to the web browser and you have to type menti.com. So you must be having a like on the top of your screen, you must be able to see this menti.com, right? So this menti.com, you have to type, and there you have to type the code 46923353, and after that you can participate in the quizzes. Right, so I'm giving you some time. Please take your time so that we can really enjoy this session. We can really take the value out of this session. Right? Are you getting everyone? Please do it fast, everyone. Okay, I have started seeing the responses. Good. So 5 people, 1 to 3, 4 to 6 is 1. Okay, good, good, good. Do it fast, everyone. Okay, very good, very good. Do it fast. 520. Okay, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Keep participating, everyone. Do it fast. Go to the web browser, type menti.com and type this code, and you will be able to see this quiz. Select the answer and type. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. 5-3. Only 8 people have participated out of 34. Although do it fast. I know this is first time for you, so it might take some time. Sagar, you have some question? Please type in the chat box. Please type the question in the chat box. My voice is not clear. Is it clearly so? What about other people? Can other people listen to my voice clearly? Please say yes, no. Hello. Okay, 7 people, 1 to 3, 5 people, 4 to 6. What about rest of the people? Please do it fast, everyone. I am giving you some time because I know this is first time you are participating in the quiz of this type. So don't worry. I am giving this time consciously. Okay, 9 plus 6 people. Please participate, everyone. Do it fast, 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 fast. Just like saying little bit disturbance. Voice is fairly audible but can be improved. Okay. Your voice is not clear. Okay. How many people are saying not clear? Please. Five to seven. Okay, not clear. Sagar is saying not clear. Nagarjun saying okay. I think there is some real problem. Just give me few minutes. Okay, hello. How is it now? Is it better now? Hello. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your answer. 10 plus 10 people, 1 2 3 4 to 6 8 people. Okay, so what I can hear from this message on the screen is that most of you are still on the beginner stage or you are in the middle stage. I have not seen anyone between 7 to 9. So the purpose of this session is to take all of you to 7 to 9, tell you the way out through which you can say that I stand 9 out of 10 in the GS means preparation, right? So are you excited for that? Do you want? Are you excited, everyone? Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Next question is your three strength in the GS means. Your three strength in the GS means. Please type it at the same place. Okay. I know for many of you, this is a new platform, but don't worry, this is very good. Like it is better than the Zoom chat because earlier I used to do this on the Zoom chat, but on the Zoom chat, we didn't get the clear picture. Here we get the clear picture. Okay. Please tell me three strengths. Type in the answer box. And if you type the answer, it will start coming in the screen. So you can type. Those people who are not able to type here, they can type in the chat box of the Zoom itself. Okay. So that everyone gets an opportunity. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Ethics, essay, answer writing, flow, intro, optional. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, what else? Speed. Okay, wonderful. Handwriting. Wow. Handwriting, very important. Better vocabulary, ecology and environment, polity, ethics. Okay, social issues. Wonderful, wonderful. Keep it fast, 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 everyone. Those people who are not able to find this mentee, who are not able to get this source, you are free to type in the Zoom chat box. But for better clarity, I want you to write here. Okay, sticking to the word limit. Demand of the question. Okay, wonderful. Then what else? Analysis. Wow. Presentation. Okay. Then what we have? Essay and GS paper 3. Wow. Subparts. Wonderful. What else? Subjective answer writing. Wow. Okay. So beautiful. And I can also see the answers of people in the Zoom. Govind Shetty, Nagarjun, Akshay Patil, Sagar, Yan Mudri. I can hear your answer. I can see Samrat Kamble. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Completed syllabus but not practiced or revised. Okay, I got it. I got it. Now, the next question is your three weaknesses in the GS mains. Your three weaknesses in the GS3 mains. Your three pain areas, I can say. What are your three pain areas in the GS mains? Please type in the chat box. Your three pain areas in the GS mains. By the way, the session is going very good. I can see you people are really participating, enjoying this session, and we are doing very good. Okay. Speed, content for unread topics, science and technology. Okay. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Lack of diversity, multidimensional approach. Okay. Not able to remember content writing, handwriting, time management, structure, answer writing. Okay. मल्टी डायमेंशनल अप्रोच नहीं है, कंटेंट लिमिट, स्पीड कंक्लूजन, साइंस एंड टेक, ओके, नॉट एबल टू रिमेंबर कंटेंट, आंसर राइटिंग, वाओ वंडरफुल. Samrat is writing, I can see note consolidation, multiple dimensions, time management. Suresh K vocab, Akshay Patil, okay, Arsh Ranjan, okay, Sahil Bhatt, okay, Nagarjun, conclusion and time, okay, I got it, okay, so we got a fair idea, like most of you have the common problems, right? Don't you think so? Speed, time management, consolidation, lack of dimensions, right? So if we have the common problems, then there must be some standard solution as well, right? Don't you think so? It is obvious, it is very obvious, right? It is very obvious that there should be some good answer to this problem, right? So what is the answer? We will discuss all of these things in the next 3 days. So just give me 4.5 hours. I will try to resolve each and every of your query which you have written here. I have gone through this process multiple times. I understand your pain areas, and I'm promising you the preparation that you already have and the approach that you will have with the preparation after this session will be drastically changed. It will be completely transformed. This is my promise, right? I expect only 2 things from you. Number 1, your wholehearted participation during the class, after the class. After the class means I will give you some assignments. You have to participate in those assignments so that whatever we discuss in the classroom, you implement it after the classroom, right? Isn't it interesting? Type yes if it is interesting in the chat box. Okay. Then, this workshop is working in 2 aspects. Like this is a kind of dressing room here. Dressing room में क्या होता है? In the dressing room, the coach is actually telling to the players that you should take these kind of shot, you should not use this kind of practices, you are better in this, you are not good in this, all of that, right? This is a dressing room, but your stadium, your playground is your own preparation, your own books, your own study material, your own answer writing practice, right? So here we will be discussing what needs to be done, and after this class is over, you will go to the playground, you will practice those things, and you will submit the assignment to us so that you get a clear picture about what do you understand from these practices. Ready for that, everyone? Ready for the game? Ready for the game? So this is the era of, this is the time of Olympics. Recently Olympics concluded. So let's play the game. Let's play the game. And whenever there is a game, there is a reward also. So you want the reward also, everyone? How many of you are excited to get the rewards? By the way, in UPSC, the reward comes very, very late. You have to qualify prelims, mains, interview, and then you can get the reward, right? But here you can get the reward very easily. Just participate and you get the reward. Okay, so excited to know what are the rewards available? Everyone excited? Okay, so here we go. So rewards on your screen. What are the rewards? How do you get rewarded? First of all, eligibility. How do you qualify to get the reward? With qualification में कुछ होनी चाहिए ना. You have to submit all the assignments. So we will maintain an Excel sheet. We will maintain your record. The assignment have to be submitted within the time. We will give you the time, and within that time you have to submit the assignment. Number 3, only 10 participants are eligible. So out of how many? Out of 34, you have to come in the top 10, right? And the lucky people will be chosen by the lucky draw. So there will be online lucky draw on the day 3, right? Now, what are the rewards? What are the rewards? Let's see that. Rank 1, one free mains course worth rupees 3,000. Rank 2 and 3, one free mains course worth 2,000 each. Rank 4 to 10, one free mains course worth 500 each. So overall, how much is the amount? 3,000 plus 4,000 plus 3.5. 10,500 rupees is the reward available. So you can get a maximum 3,000 rupees and minimum 500 rupees, right? And there are other surprise rewards as well. Surprise reward means I will give you instant challenge. You give the answer or you complete the assignment and you get surplus bonus reward. It can be like 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees, right? And all of that money, 3,000 rupees means you can use this money for buying any of our course. And our courses start from 500 rupees. So even if you win 500 rupees, you will get some value. Don't worry. Don't think that you have to pay more and then only you can use this 500 rupees. Even if you get 500 rupees in the reward, you can actually, okay? And those people who have been very, very active, they have got the reward. This is the 4th master class in the last 2 months. And in the previous sessions, we used to have 200 people, 300 people, right? And, a lot of people, they want the reward. We increase the number of people who are eligible, right? We sometimes increase because looking into the number of people, we increase this size, okay? So are you excited, everyone? Excited? Excited, everyone? So enjoy this journey. Enjoy this journey. Learn from the workshop and make it fun. Let's do our best. Let's make the fun. Okay, Prem Kumar, Samrat, Akshay, Arsh, wonderful. Arsh, wonderful. Great. So, yeah, surprise reward I have told you. Now let's see what will be the overview of the masterclass. Okay, so let me share with you the overview of the masterclass. How this masterclass will happen, right? What will be the coverage of day 1, coverage of day 2, and coverage of day 3. Excited, everyone? Okay, so let's see what will be the coverage in day 1, day 2, and day 3. Day 1, that is today, we will discuss story of Mr. Pinchu. Mr. Pinchu is a person who is an average person who is really struggling in the GS preparation, and he does 10 fatal mistakes. We will see what kind of mistake Mr. Pinchu is doing, right? Then after this, we will discuss the story of a smart student and what is the smart strategy of that student, right? What is the strategy of that smart student? Then we will discuss how to use the mains current affairs, how to do the preparation of the current affairs, how to use the previous year question hacks, how to cover the topics in the 360-degree manner. Revision tools, how to revise, what are the best revision tools available. Then day 2, that is tomorrow, we will discuss, start with the answer writing, 9 powerful introduction hacks,
how to write the introduction in any situation. 8 body dimension hacks, how to generate the body even if you are not aware about the concept. 18 directive words, how to interpret the question if it is using analyze, discuss, explain, or substantiate, critically analyze, examine, compare, contrast, all of those words, right? So this is what we will discuss in the GS day 2, right? Day 3, we will discuss number 1, 8 types of maximizer tools. How to maximize your marks if you are struggling in the average marks. You are just hovering around 80, 90, 100, and you want to really increase the marks. How to do that? Then we will discuss how to write the conclusion. Then how to improve the presentation, right? Then I will share with you a long-term community blueprint. So we will have a long-term program, which will be a paid program, and you will have a choice either to adopt that or not to adopt that. We will share at the end of day 3, right? So on day 3, you should be ready for some long-term plan. If you are interested, if you really want to excel, then we are ready to offer you some long-term program, but choice is yours, right? As I have already shared, there are some engagement tools so that you are busy here. We will give you some live challenges, daily challenges, because it is a time of Olympics. So we will give you a lot of games, daily games, right? You have to participate. Lucky draw, we have already told, 10,500 rupees. And if you are attending live, you also get some surprise rewards, right? All of these previous year question hacks, topic list, GS paper wise strategy, and the rewards. You are eligible for the rewards only if you participate in the live session, right? So all of that is recommended to take full advantage of the program, right? The design of the workshop is to ensure that you take the full advantage of the program. Okay. Now, do you remember your childhood? How many of you are really, looking forward that okay यार UPSC बहुत हो गया, अगर मैं वापस से अपना बचपन मुझे लौटाए तो क्या कहना, right? I will leave the UPSC. How many of you are really, interested in going back into your childhood? Be frank, everyone. Frankly बताना है, okay? So, what is a good thing about childhood? Do you remember that? I remember my grandfather, he used to tell me a lot of stories. Do you remember that? A lot of rhymes, stories, small stories, so much excitement. कितनी excitement होती थी ना? Do you love that? Do you still miss that? Okay. So today you will learn some story about a student. Okay. So let's get back to the era of story, and I'll share with you a very good story. And just think about your preparation. Are you also doing same kind of preparation? Is this story somewhere related to your story? Just think about it, okay? Just look back into your own story. So here is Mr. Pinchu. Okay, I can. Krishna, carefree, freedom of choice, no future worry, wonderful Vakil, Yandamuri Saichand, wonderful. So basically, there is Mr. Pinchu, who is a very serious person, and he is trying to do whatever he knows the best. So let's see how Mr. Pinchu prepares, right? So we will see the 3 phases of preparation of Mr. Pinchu. What is his strategy during the preparation? What is his strategy before the exam? And what is his strategy in the exam hall, right? So what is the different behavior patterns he is following? So let's see on your screen a story of Mr. Pinchu. During preparation, Mr. Pinchu says, sir, I am well prepared for the means. because I have covered the static syllabus from the standard books. I have covered GS2 from Lakshmikant, GS3 from Ramesh Singh, or this book or that book. Okay, but actually, the syllabus of those standard books and the UPSC is not same. Those standard books are meant for the prelims, not for the mains. How many of you know that? Please type in the chat box. Yes, me. Type in the chat box, me. Those books are really meant for the preparation of prelims, not mains, right? Because there is a commercial agenda. If I write a book oriented toward prelims, I will have a audience of 5 lakh people. If I read a book oriented on the mains, I get an audience of only 10,000 people, because only 10,000 people are writing the mains. So there is a commercial agenda in the industry. They want to write more about prelims, less about mains, right? And this is what happens, right? So there is a misconception in the mind of Mr. Pinchu that if I cover the standard books, I am already prepared for the mains, right? I will cover some more topics from here and there. I will go to the market. I will download the notes from UPSC PDF, some Telegram channel. I will get it. About the current affair, Mr. Pinchu says, sir, about the current affair, I read monthly magazine, Fission 365, which everyone is reading in this India, right? But UPSC is actually not asking the question, unfortunately. Attending some current affair class. So Mr. Pinchu says, sir, nowadays the questions are based upon current affair. So what I will do, I will read all the current affair and my mains is prepared. Okay, I will read all the magazines. I will read Yojana, I will read Kurukshetra, everything. But actually, if you think that your GS2 and GS3 are done by current affairs, you are in a wrong dilemma. This is a wrong perception, because 70 to 80% questions and the content that you have to write over there will not be from the current affairs. Yes, the selection of topic might be from the current affairs, but the content that you have to write, that has nothing to do with the current affairs, right? Now, third misconception is, sir, there are some common subjects in the prelims and mains like history, art and culture, and geography. And sir, I take them granted, because I have been reading those subjects for so much time. Why should I worry now? Why should I worry about them? I will read the books and I will go, and my preparation is done. This is another misconception. Next, finally, after reading so many books, after reading so many magazines, Mr. Pinchu says, so now I am going to join a mains test series. Okay, now I will join the mains test series, because using the mains test series, I will complete my syllabus. The institute will give the timeline, they will give the schedule, I will follow that schedule, and just by solving those questions, I will get good content also. So I will join the test series so that I can get good content. That is another misconception, because test series is not meant for collecting the study material. Test series is just meant to practice what you need to practice and to get a feedback on what you are doing or what are you missing, right? Finally, you become stuff collector, not the district collector. So rather than becoming the district collector, you become the stuff collector, because you go to the upscpdf.com free UPSC website. There are so many Telegram channels. Go to the Google, go phone to the photocopy shop, and they will send you lot of test series, lot of study material, yellow books, and this compilation, that compilation, right? And what happens finally? Before the exam, you have everything, but you don't know how to use it, where to use it, right? Your preparation becomes scattered and haphazard, okay? Completely haphazard. Now, coming to what happens before the exam. What happens in the life of Mr. Pinchu before the exam? Just before the exam, देखते हैं क्या होता है. Oh, now the room is full of material. I have all the good material from 5 institute of Delhi, 2 institute of Bangalore, 1 institute of online, this, that. But sir, I'm really confused from where to start the revision because there is so much to do. I'm really confused from where to start. And there is too much to do, really too much to do, right? And completely messed up. सर पकड़ने का मन करता है सर एग्जाम से पहले. Those people who have already appeared in the mains, they will relate to this story. You have everything, but you can't use it. You have everything, but your answers are very, very average. You have everything, but you are not confident. You have everything, but you say, I am clueless. Right? So this is what happens before the exam. Now, what happens in the exam hall? Right? What happens in the exam hall? Exam hall में क्या होता है? You open the paper and you just try to finish the answers anyhow. Because अब तो देखिए मेंस लिखना ही है. So you are just writing, making full page, है ना, जैसे पूरे पेज भर देने हैं. Just like we do in the graduation exam, you will write, so much, like writing, and you will think that, this time my mains is very good. I'm expecting a good rank this year. You will stop preparing for next 3 to 4 months. Your mains result comes, and what happens? You don't qualify. Okay. In the exam hall, you can't recall, because when you start thinking about a topic, for example, poverty, you start getting the average points, which you already know, for which you even don't expect a question, right? You can write the answer to any question, but not confidently, right? Okay, Samrat, I got your point. This during exam hall exactly happens to me during mains 2020 and expecting interview call. Okay, I got it. Krishna, me, that's why I am here. Okay, harsh truth. Okay, wonderful. I can see. See, this is I have appeared in the UPSC mains 5 times, qualified 3 times, but had I known all these thoughts, maybe I would have been in the top rank, right? Whatever you have read, you can't remember, right? This is what happens, and you start thinking, this attempt is gone. Now I will talk to my parents and I will say, Papa, please give me one attempt, only one attempt, and next year is mine. You will see my name in the top 100, right? प्रीलिम्स सर हो गया था मेरा, बस मेंस थोड़ा सा बच गया था, इस बार हो जाएगा. And the sad truth is that year after year, you become part of the vicious cycle, because you think, I did not qualify in the mains 2020 because I did not have the right material, or I was not able to revise, or I was not able to write the good answers. But you are not able to understand what is your exact problem. So we will see what is the best possible strategy. So how many of you are interested in knowing what is the best possible strategy to crack the GS mains, to get the good marks in the GS mains? Please type in the chat box, me. So now we will see the story of Miss Smart. Miss Smart is a bit smart, right? She has got good guidance, and luckily she implements that guidance. So what is the strategy of Miss Smart? What is the strategy of Miss Smart? during preparation, before exam, and in the exam hall. Interested in that? Everyone, please say yes, me. This is the second story. Okay. First story was sad story. This story is good story. Okay. Okay, Rohan, you are eager. Okay, Nagarjun, Antu Akash, Arvind, Shalmali Nawale, wonderful. Priyanka Nayak, okay. So during the preparation, basically from the day one, you would have heard that we should follow UPSC syllabus, right? So Miss Smart has hold over UPSC syllabus. There are approximately 400 words, 400 topics written in the syllabus of GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and those topics are really written in a very detailed manner, right? So you have the syllabus, and you know the syllabus is very, very detailed syllabus, right? Let's see the syllabus. So for each paper, UPSC has drafted the syllabus in a very, very detailed manner. GS1 syllabus is this one. You can see the words are written very clearly. For example, role of women and women's organization, population, poverty and development issues, effect of globalization on Indian society, social empowerment, communalism, regionalism, secularism, very, very clearly. Okay. So if you can remember this syllabus line by line, there will be multiple benefits. Don't you think so? By the way, every student who attends my classes, I give them this first task that within initial 15 days, you have to remember each and every word of the main syllabus. Because if you remember each and every word, you can interlink the topic. You can use the current affairs in your exam, because you can think, for example, there is a news about, say, this Taliban. So you can correlate, okay, how I can use example of takeover of Taliban in my paper. Paper 1, I can use in the world history, maybe somewhere if there is a question, or I can use in social issues. In paper 2, I can use this example in some of the IR, the influence of India in the Southeast region, or sorry, South Asia, or what are the challenges for India in the South Asia. In paper 3, I can use in the internal security. I can even use in the economic development, right? In paper 4, I can use in the international ethics. In essay, I can use this example in an essay which is talking about the globalization, or talking about the changing world order. I can use in my public administration paper. I can use in my sociology paper. I can use in my psychology paper. So the same example you can use at multiple places. But which topic exactly you will be hitting, you will be able to understand only if you have a clarity what are the exact topics. So if you have those 400 topic in your mind, you can always just flashback and think, okay, I can use this in internal security, in the role of terrorism. I can use in the border management. I can use in the influence on the Pakistan. I can use in this, that. Okay. So current affairs become very, very easy. Interlinking of the topic become very, very easy. You are using the same content at multiple places. And you know, this syllabus is free. You go to the website of UPSC, you go to the Google, this is free, available everywhere. You don't need to pay a single rupee. And this is standard for everyone. but no one remembers the words. They just see the syllabus and they think कोचिंग वाले कवर कर लेंगे सर, बुक्स में हो जाएगा कवर। सर मुझे याद करने की क्या जरूरत है, क्योंकि एग्जाम तो कोचिंग वाले देके आएंगे ना, मुझे थोड़ी एग्जाम देना है, मुझे तो आईएएस बनना है बस। My teacher will give the exam, but I will become the IAS. My teacher will remember the syllabus, but I will become the IAS. Why this contradiction? Why don't you remember the syllabus? And you know, you just need 1 month. I am just saying, remember 10 words daily. Just 10 words. Before sleeping, just remember 10 words. After waking up in the morning, just revise those 10 words. Within next 30 days, you will remember 300 topic. And you know, the confidence that you will be having after those 300 topic in your mind, it will be wonderful. The interlinking, the use of the current affairs, examples, facts, data, mind map, diagram, you can interlink, yeah, you can make wonderful diagram. Your answer will be completely different. You will not say, sir, I am not able to remember the point, I forget the point, I am not able to consolidate, I am not able to write the good answer, I am not able to write the multidimensional answer. All of those questions will become thing of the past. How many of you got something in this trick? How many of you are accepting this challenge of remembering each and every topic within the next 1 month? Please type me in the chat box. Rohan, please ask these questions in the last, okay? Don't come to this small issues, how to prepare art and culture, geography. Yes, ये तो कितने लोग पढ़ा चुके हैं आपको. I am dealing with those issues which no one is dealing in the industry. Okay, Akhil, challenge accepted. Wonderful, I like that. What about other people? Only 10 people are answering. This workshop is for everyone, yaar. Every one of you have paid the money. Don't you respect your money? What about other people? Tanmay, Swapnil, Suresh, Shubham, Sandesh, Rishika, Ramesh, Rachel, Nafisa, Prem, Pragati, Oppo भी यहाँ पे कोई, Pathmani, Nagarjun, Maleshwari, Krishna, Chaitanya, Cambrian. आंसर की यार, हर कोई आंसर करेगा. Why are you avoiding the answer? Come out of the comfort zone, everyone. Give some excitement. Give the energy. Give the energy out. Paper 3, syllabus. Very clear यार. इससे syllabus clear कौन देगा? You know, इतना clarity तो graduation में भी नहीं मिलेगी. You go to your graduation and you won't get this much detailed syllabus. Each and every word they are writing, right? They are saying issues related to direct and indirect subsidies. Yeah, they are asking issues. And what are you remembering? What is the meaning of subsidy? What are the different kind of subsidy? Those are the things of prelims. Why are you preparing for the mains? Just prepare the issues now, right? Issues about MSP. For PDS, they are asking objective, functioning, limitation, revamping, issues of buffer stock. This detailed syllabus, why don't you remember? What is the problem? GS4, such a beautiful syllabus. If you just read the syllabus, you will become fan of the UPSC. This is so much beautiful syllabus. This will make you a good person, at least. So, are you ready for the bonus challenge of day 1? Remember 10 topic list from each paper, GS 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are accepting this challenge? How many of you are accepting this challenge? Within next 24 hours, you will remember 10 topic exactly from the syllabus. And when I say 10 topic, I really mean that you have to remember the exact language. For example, here you have to remember emotional intelligence, concept and their utilities and application in the administration and the governance. This is one topic. Just like this, you have to remember 10 topics from each paper. This is the challenge for next 24 hours. I know this is the time of prelims. So some of you might feel, sir, ये तो अभी नहीं कर पाएंगे. कोई बात नहीं, आपकी मर्जी है. Time will never be perfect. है ना? फिर मत कहना मेरा टाइम आएगा. वो टाइम कभी नहीं आता. टाइम अभी है. This is my time. You should have this attitude. This is my time. डोंट से मेरा टाइम आएगा, वो कभी नहीं आएगा। वो कहते कहते तो आपको 2 साल निकल गए, है ना। सम ऑफ यू आर लाफिंग, सर बात तो सही कह रहे हैं आप, क्या करें, लेकिन फंसे हुए अपने थॉट प्रोसेस में। ओके, कम बैक टू द स्टोरी ऑफ मिस स्मार्ट। नेक्स्ट काम क्या किया है मिस स्मार्ट ने, सिलेबस याद किया, एंड आफ्टर रिमेम्बरिंग द सिलेबस व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप। इंटरेस्टेड? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट? List of the static issues and the topics. So based on the syllabus, what you do, you prepare the list of the topic, because the primary difference between the prelims and mains is that the prelims is based upon the concept and the mains is based upon the issues. You prepare one issue and this is done. You prepare the topic of poverty and you can answer any question that can come in the future. Okay, okay, just give me 2 minutes. There is a power cut here. Okay, okay. So list of the static issues prepared. Now comes the current affairs. How to cover the current affairs of last 2 years? Now this is a big problem. Everyone says, please prepare the current affairs of last 2 years. Toppers are saying, please cover the current affairs of last 2 years. But sir, I am already burdened by the syllabus. How to do that? For the mains current affair, again, as I say, this is the issue-based preparation. What does that mean? This is the issue-based preparation. That means you have to prepare the current issues which have been in news in the last 2 years. So first you have to refer to the all sources and you have to make a list of the topic. Please read this slide very carefully. I am not saying read the current affairs from these sources. What I am saying is identify the topics. Just identify the topic. I am not saying read the current affairs. Okay, please understand it very carefully. So how to identify the topic? You take all these sources: Yojana, Kurukshetra, Survey, PIB, Yojana, Hindu, Niti Aayog, 2020 India or 21-22 or whatsoever, नीति आयोग रिपोर्ट, साइंस रिपोर्टर, EPW, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस, दिस दैट, जो भी आपको मिलता है सब कर डालो, ठीक है। लेकिन करने का तरीका है, व्हाट इज द वे आउट? व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, you have to make the list of topic from the monthly current affair compilation. Suppose you take up one Word file, you start making the list of the topic. Suppose in the monthly current affair file of 1 month, you get 20 topic of the mains. Now in the next month you get 10 new topic. I am saying new topic. No, don't repeat the old topics. Now in the next month you get only 5 new topic. Next month 5 new topic. Next month 10th new topic. In this manner, maybe in 1 year you are able to get only 60 new topics. I am saying new topic. New means which are not covered in the static portion. If you have already covered the poverty in the static portion, don't repeat. Don't cover the topic in the mains again. Okay. Hindu editorials, op-ed page, go back and see what are the type of article, which topic are in trend, identify. Indian Express, editorial and explained, which topic are in trend, identify those, right? Yojana, Kurukshetra, Rajya Sabha TV, AIR Daily News, Economic Survey. Now again I'm saying, don't read the content. Just identify the topic which are in news. And those topics are to be prepared in the 360-degree manner. I will come to that कि कैसे उसको prepare करना है. पहले आपने topic की list बना ली, ठीक है? Static topic and current affair topic. Okay. For example, if you are reading the Yojana of April 2021, this is the index of Yojana. So you will just write, okay, this is water future in the climate risk world, the Indian experience. This is new topic, okay? Taking water to every home. And Saul, because you have covered the topic of water in the paper 3, so you will just use this for the reference. If you get some extra content, you can write in your paper, otherwise you can ignore this, okay? Similarly, other topics. Ushering a social evolution, this is very general topic. You will just have a glance if there is something new. Jal Jeevan Mission, Har Ghar Jal, right? So this is how you will be doing. Now, finally, this type of list is prepared with you. So this is GS3 list. This is the first syllabus topic, Indian economy during British's time and the time of independence. Here you are writing the subtopic, planning, LPG. 30 year हो चुके हैं इस बार के लिए, important topic है. 30 years of the LPG this year, okay? 1991 to 2021. Niti Aayog versus Planning Commission, recent growth story, China, green economy, shift from direct agriculture. So you are preparing this list. Now, list of inclusive growth topic, poverty, inclusive growth, controversy, unemployment, underemployment, demographic dividend, inequality, UBI, financial inclusion. The similar topic you are writing in the same place so that you are able to correlate, you are able to ensure that you don't miss anything. Okay, this is the type of list which we provide to our mains student. So we have a course, mains booster course. We are providing all of these things to our student. Okay, so all of the content example, everything that I'm sharing here is from the mains booster course that we have. Okay, okay. So Mrs. Smart, first she will go through the syllabus. Second, she will prepare the static issues. Third, she will prepare the list of the mains current affairs issues. Fourth, she will find the previous year question pattern, because syllabus के बाद में सबसे important चीज जो है वो है previous year questions, right? So normally how do we do? Normally we pick up some previous year question compilation topic wise. Okay, Indian economy, planning, resources, growth, development, employment. 2018 में this question, 2018 this question, 2017 this question. We will just read this and we will think, okay, now I have read this, now I will read the content. Okay, but you never strategize your preparation in a manner that you can use the trends. So this is the era of data analytics, big data, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, cloud. And in this era, you are still not using this data analytics. Here, I'm sharing with you how to use the previous year question to ensure that you are able to solve most of the questions in a wonderful manner. This is the example on your screen. At least one question, everyone, you will get from the local governance. Go back to the last 5-year paper and you will find this. At least one question from poverty or inclusive growth in the paper 2. One question from e-governance, one question from federalism, 2 questions from bodies, groups, commission, right? Election या parliament से एक question आता है, parliament again, at least 3 questions from organs of government, judiciary, legislature, constitutional provision is very, very rare, only if there is a news, okay? And question on fundamental right, etc. depend upon if there is Supreme Court judgment, okay? Question, other topic may be basic structure or, you know, in the IR also there is a specific pattern. If you just remember this pattern, you are able to solve those 10 questions which are there every year. Now, everyone will be writing the answer to these questions, but your answer will be 360-degree answer, because you already know that this topic is going to come. And you know, in the government organizations, there is a tendency, if a person is joining the government organization, he or she will try to follow what has happened in the past. They follow the conventions. They don't try to divert, because if they divert, then there are chances that there can be some suspicion from the outside people. Why are you changing the type of questions? Why are you making it easy? Why are you making some difficult question? Are you pro BJP? Are you pro leftist? Are you centrist? So examiner want to avoid the controversy. They want to maintain the previous year pattern. That is why every year same topic are repeating until there is a change in the syllabus from the side of UPSC. So this trend will continue. I am saying this thing since last 4 years, and this is actually happening since last 4 years, right? I have been analyzing the pattern of paper since 2010, and this has been more than 11 years. I can see the questions are actually repeating, especially after the change in the syllabus in 2013. Why you have to learn new topic? Why you have to search for the new topic? Why you have to search for the new sources? Why? That is not required. People are able to qualify this exam in the first attempt, second attempt, because they don't have extra sources. And you are not able to qualify because you have become junkie. You have become material junkie. You have started collecting everything from everywhere without thinking what is the right way. Judiciary has come in 14, 16, 17, 20. Separation of power in 13, 15, 18, 19, 20. Federalism कितनी बार लेंगे? 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. एक क्वेश्चन तो आना ही आना है. आप सिर्फ you just spend one day in the federalism, one question is there in the paper, right? Similarly, from the other topic you can see, right? GS2, GS3. So those people who attend the live session on day 3, they will get the complete list of the topic and year in which they asked in the manner in which I have shown to here. जिस तरह से मैंने आपको यहाँ पर शो किया है, आपको complete list मिलेगी, right? So be there on the day 3 and you will get it, okay? Now, once you are thorough with the previous year questions, how to use this previous year question? How many of you know the Pareto principle? What is the meaning of Pareto principle? Please type in the chat box. What is the meaning of Pareto principle? Waiting for your answer. 80-20, okay. Absolutely. %80 of the result come from 20% of the work. So same principle applies in the mains. Identify 20% topic which will repeat every year. Categorize them in the group A, category A. Here we will increase this. We will identify 30% topic. This will be given the highest priority. For example, federalism, local governance, inclusive growth, poverty, border management. Paper 4, emotional intelligence. Paper 1, floods, Buddhism, Jainism, population issues, casteism. Remember these issues, 30% issues, master these issues. And you know how many topic will be these? Maximum 300 topic from entire GS 1, 2, 3, 4. This is maximum, yeah, maximum. If we think in GS 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 1000 topic, micro and macro, then 300 topic you need to master. Category 2, that is category B, identify 50% topic which are having medium priority, like which have been in news or which maybe never asked in the previous year question but can be asked. And rest how much? 20%. 20% is least priority. अगर इसको नहीं भी पढ़ के जाएंगे ना, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, छोड़ दीजिए इसको, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एक बार तो पढ़ के जाएंगे, कोई रिसेंटली कोई पॉलिसी आई है, ठीक है, कोई इशू है, कोई छोटा सा डेवलपमेंट आया है इधर उधर का, पढ़ के चले जाइए, बस आएगा तो है नहीं पेपर में, आप उसको एग्जांपल की तरह यूज कर सकते हैं. वर्स्ट केस में अगर यूपीएससी एकदम बदल गया, ठीक है, एकदम ही बदल गया, यूपीएससी ने बोला कि इस बार हम सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ देंगे, तब जाके आपको ये काम आएगा, अदरवाइज कभी काम नहीं आएगा. ठीक है. So you have to categorize this topic into A, B and C. Now After you have categorized the category A topic, especially, okay, and some topic of category B, you can say around 1/2 topic of the category B, you will be preparing in the 360-degree manner. You will be preparing in the 360-degree manner. What is the meaning of 360-degree manner? Right? What is the meaning of 360-degree manner? Let us see. So for these topic, you should start with the basic definition. Although they rarely ask the basic definition, but if you have the clarity, it gives you the confidence. You will remember the basic definition from an authentic source. For example, the definition of financial inclusion given by RBI or World Bank. For example, the definition of nanotechnology given by some scientific body. The definition of poverty given by World Bank and maybe by the Niti Aayog. The definition of casteism by some good NCERT. Definition of communalism by the NCERT. This will help you writing the good introduction and give you clarity of concept. This is underrated thing. Don't underestimate the power of a simple definition. Use it. Okay, how to use we will discuss in the answer writing class. Okay, that is day 2 and day 3. Now next is historical evolution of the topic. For example, there is a topic of parliament. Parliament has been evolving in India. There was phase 1 between 1947 to 1967, the single party rule. From 1967 to 1990s to 2014, the era of coalition, and 2014 till now, the prime minister type of government. Similarly, local self government, this has different historical evolution, starting in the ancient India, then Mughal, then British India, after independence, after 73rd and 74th amendment, and all of that. We will see how to write it. Okay. Next is need. For example, we are writing the answer of evergreen revolution or climate smart agriculture. How to write the need? Okay, you should identify what is the need of this. So whenever you are identifying the content, always try to think about these dimensions. Benefits of climate smart agriculture is different from the need of climate smart agriculture. Then disadvantages of e-commerce, disadvantages of digitization, disadvantages of subsidy, disadvantages of climate change. Then next is description. Description means the basic details. Government initiatives, very, very important. They will not ask the government initiative, but you should use it in different manner. I will tell you how to use the government initiatives. Key facts and figures, challenges and the issues, very, very important. Okay, recent developments. Now this is where the current affairs will be in handy. Recent development, current affairs. So in the 360-degree manner, only 50 to 60 degree is the role of current affairs, not more than that, right? Then Committee recommendations like Niti Aayog, Economic Survey, second ARC, role model, case study, best practices, way forward. Okay. And then you should find out the previous year question, and based upon that, what are the possible mains question in the future. Then you should identify the structure, how to write the answer. If this type of question will come, how will I write the answer? Then you will write other things. Okay. So if we see the overall structure in the 360-degree manner for category A and category B topic, you will be preparing this kind of content, right? If you prepare this kind of content, you can solve any type of question. For example, you take up the topic of, say, inclusive growth. The basic definition of the inclusive growth: historical evolution in India, ancient time, medieval time, British time, after independence, need of inclusive growth, benefits, disadvantages, description, government initiatives for the inclusive growth, facts and the figures, then structure of the recent developments, Niti Aayog economic survey, role model, case study, best practices, way forward, list of possible means question, and you will make the structure of the questions. If you complete this, you can solve any question that come in the future. And if you read any new development, you read any new current affair, you will come to this mind map and you will write at the relevant point. For example, you read an editorial from The Hindu, and in that editorial, one of the author has mentioned the challenges of the inclusive growth. You can come to here and you can write the challenges or the challenges here. Okay. Or if they have mentioned say some case study, some good case study from some other country, you can come to the case study and you can write it here. So you will be integrating everything at the single place, only one mind map of every topic. This will give you confidence, this will give you clarity. You can write the answer in a systematic manner without mugging up, without doing those things which are not required. Okay. Clear, everyone? So you have to prepare the 360 in the 360-degree manner. So Miss Smart, she has a hold over the UPSC syllabus. Prepare the static issues and topic list of 2 years current affairs topics, analyze the previous year question, categorize the topic into A, B, and C, 360-degree coverage of the category A and B topic, and average coverage of the category C topic. And she will also use answer writing hacks. We will discuss the answer writing hacks in the day 2 and day 3. So her preparation is smart. Okay. Today is the era of smart devices, smart thinking, and your preparation should also be smart. Now, what will be the strategy before the exam? For that, she will prepare the exam time synopsis or the crux notes, some revision tools, basically audio clips and mind map. These are the revision tools. We will come to that. Okay. How we revise before the exam, that is what exactly matters. How we revise before the exam, that is exactly what matters. In our mains booster program, we are providing these things, or we are guiding how to prepare for every topic, especially for category B and category C topic. We will discuss it very soon. After this, what happens in the exam hall? In the exam hall, she is able to write the answers confidently because she is able to remember everything. She uses all the value tools correctly at the right time, at the right place. She is happy and enjoying the exam, right? And there is a mood of celebration. She celebrates the success. Okay, so how many of you can correlate with what I discussed so far? How many of you can correlate with what I discussed so far. By the way, there is nothing right or wrong in this world. Okay, every strategy is best strategy, but the purpose why we are here is we have to produce the result. We are not here to do the PhD. We are not here to become the PhD holder, right? So we have to follow this systematic strategy. We have to follow this systematic strategy. So the approach for every topic should be in the form of brainstorming, then research those things which you don't find. You should differentiate between the dimension and the point, and then you should consolidate. Now, what is the difference between the dimension and the point? Okay, so I have a request from you. Can I make a request to all of you? Can I make a request to all of you? We might exceed this session by 5 to 10 minutes. Are you ready for that? Because I really want to deliver those things which are really important. I know in these 4 to 5 hours, I may not be able to deliver few things. Those things I will deliver through more live sessions or some small videos, right? So it's 9:45, sorry, 8:45. We might go till 9 or 10 or something like that, okay? I hope you are learning something. I hope you are learning something so far. Thank you everyone for cooperation. Okay. So what is the difference between the point and the dimension? Suppose you are preparing the topic of air pollution in India. You will divide into two different dimensions, the man-made factors and the climatic factors, because the pollution is not only the outcome of man-made factors, it is also contributed by the natural factors. And then you will write those points. Normally, average student, what he or she will do, he or she will start writing the point. Okay, air pollution, okay, vehicles or power plants or dust storms or this, that. But what I say, you categorize the point into broad dimension, write those dimension, and inside the dimension, you write the points. That will help you remember the points. It will help examiner analyze your answer in a right manner, and it will make the journey easy. I can give so many examples. Another example is this issues in the e-governance. You can write in two manner, the demand side issues and the supply side issues. Demand side means why people are not able to get the advantage of e-commerce, e-governance. Supply side issues, what are the problems from the side of government, the infrastructural issues and the other issues. Similarly, if there is a topic of RTI working, they can ask simply how RTI is working or what are the issues in the working of RTI. What you will be doing, you will be telling them these are the systematic issues, these are the ground level issues, and these are the information commission related issues. And you know what? If you prepare in this manner, it is easy to remember. It is easy to recall, right? Because if you just remember, there are 3 types of issues in the RTI, and you are able to recall only 2 points from each of the category, 6 points are ready. And if you write 6 points in the mains, 6 points are more than enough. Right? Number 2, what is the another advantage? They can ask a question directly about the issues related to information commission. Then you can write all these points. Right? Agreed or not? Another example is issues in the drought management. Another example is government policies with respect to employment. This is my favorite. When I ask a questions, okay, what are the issues faced by the people in India regarding jobs? People will say, sir, there is capitalist industry or this, that. Okay, what are the government policies? Sir, government has come up with Startup India. Sir, government has come up with MGNREGA, or they have come up with Rozgar Protsaan Yojana. They have come up with, in the COVID time, they have come up with various scheme. These are the schemes. My friend, I'm not asking about the government scheme. I'm asking the overall government strategy. If you see the overall government strategy, you will find they are promoting the labor intensive sector using construction industry, tourism industry, textile industry. And for every industry, they are issuing some schemes. They are promoting the entrepreneurship mindset through AIM, Mudra, Startup India, Stand Up India. New IPR policy, ease of doing business. They are doing the labor law reforms through 4 labor codes, fixed term employment, Shramev Jayate. They are reforming the data, for example, through GSTN, EPFO. They are promoting the MSME through this. They are promoting the skill development through this. They are promoting the female labor force participation through this. They are bringing this initiative in the budget. They are bringing agriculture as an entrepreneurship. You have to tell the dimension and then substantiate the dimension with the help of the government scheme, not otherwise. Did you get this? This is the dimension, and inside the dimension, you have to find the point. How many of you are getting? Please say yes. Please say got it. Please say got it in the chat box. Please say got it in the chat box. Okay, Shubham, Akhil, Nagarja, Nagaraju, sorry. Arvind, Akshay Patil, Sahil Bhatt, Swapnil Desale, Shalmali, Pragati, Anto, Yandamuri, Suresh, Priyanka Nayak, Sandesh, Govind Chete, Pathmani. Wonderful. So here is the challenge. I promised in the starting that you will get some challenges. Ready for the challenge? COVID management in India. This is a very favorite topic nowadays. Please categorize the dimension and the point here. Whatever you know. I am not looking for the perfect assignment. What I'm looking for, that you start implementing this strategy. So what you will be doing? You will be writing the various dimension, and inside the dimension, you will be writing various points. Take a picture and submit in the Telegram channel. In the Telegram channel, we will allow you to submit the answer. You can submit the answer. Okay. So in the Telegram channel, you can submit the answer. Your answer should be submitted before tomorrow session. Tomorrow session, we will start a bit late. So is it okay if we start at 8 p.m. tomorrow? How many of you are okay with that? 8 p.m. tomorrow? Okay. So tomorrow session, we will start at 8 p.m. Okay. Now coming to the revision part. I told you Miss Smart try to use multiple revision tools, because revision is something which is very important. I always say your 30% time should go for the revision. 30% time regularly. In a day, if you are reading for 10 hours, 3 hours for the revision. In 7 days, 2 days for the revision. Because revision is something which is really helpful. By the way, revision is very, very boring, because you have to read the same material, you have to apply your mind, and you feel very bad when you are not able to recall what you have already read in the past. But it is very, very important. So how do you revise? For revision, there are multiple techniques which you already know, right? So number one, active revision. What is active revision? I will make a small video and I will share with you how to do the active revision. Okay. Make 1-page mind map. This is my favorite, and I know most of you are already doing this. How many of you are using the audio video clips for revision? Today is the era of रील शॉर्ट. आजकल तो यूट्यूब, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम, हर जगह रील शॉर्ट सब कुछ शेयर होता है. ठीक है, तो क्यों ना हम लोग रील शॉर्ट बनाएं, क्यों ना हम लोग 1 मिनट में कोई टॉपिक रिवाइज करें एंड वी मेक ए ऑडियो. एवरीवन हैज ए मोबाइल फोन नाउअडेज, नॉट ए प्रॉब्लम. ओपन द ऑडियो एंड स्टार्ट speaking about a topic. Now it is the era of Spotify, it is the era of podcast, era of Audible. There are a lot of videos. You hear so many videos. Why don't you open the camera and make your own video? You suppose you read the topic of emotional intelligence and record a video, and whenever you are feeling low or whenever you don't want to study something new, you open your video and you start thinking about the topic. Okay, this is okay, and your video is running, your audio is running, you are listening to that and you are able to revise everything without opening a page. How easy it is. You can use this in the optional, you can use this in the prelims, you can use this in especially those papers where either it is important or it is very very difficult. या तो बहुत important है या बहुत difficult है. ठीक है, so this is something which I find really very interesting, and so many people have actually applied it and got the result. So these are the 3 tools which I always recommend. One page mind map, exam time synopsis. So this is normally handmade, but if you are preparing on the Word file, you make the exam time synopsis in 1 page on the Word file. And audio video clip, the duration should be 3 minutes to 5 minutes maximum, because if it becomes more than 5 minutes, then you will lose the interest. Okay, keep it short. So these are the various audios that we provide in our course. These are the examples. Okay, now challenge of the day, the next challenge of the day. How many of you are ready to accept this challenge? Next challenge: record 3-minute audio or video clip on the any topic that you complete recently and post on the Telegram channel as a comment. How many of you are ready to complete this right now? By the way, this is the live challenge. Live means you have to submit it right now. How many of you are ready to participate? And by the way, this is compulsory. Compulsory for what? It is compulsory for getting the reward, compulsory for become eligible. Okay, so basically what you have to do, open the phone, record a audio or video and post in the Telegram channel. In the Telegram channel, I am creating a post. Okay, just give me a minute. There will be a comment section. You just have to post it in the comment section. So please start recording in your audio video something, and the topic can be any topic. It can be prelims, any topic which you have completed. The only idea is that you should start it. Okay, and this is the last assignment of the day. Don't worry. So now you can leave a comment in the Telegram channel. Take your time, don't worry. Record anywhere. It can be video or audio, anything, okay? It can be audio or video. Record in your mobile phone and then upload in the Telegram channel. In the Telegram channel, we have created a post. So Sushant Kale has already posted it. Okay. So I'm giving you the time till 11 p.m. today and post your audio or video here by 11 p.m. today, okay? Because I understand that many of you might be feeling some technical problem. So I'm extending the time till 11 p.m. today. Okay. But this is compulsory to be eligible to get the rewards. Okay. Okay. These are the different type of mind map. For example, pressure group, you will prepare multiple dimension and you will write the keywords here, not everything. This is example of exam time synopsis. Suppose this is the topic of food processing sector. So we have identified the status, need, potential, challenges, government initiatives, way forward. In every box, we have written only keywords, right? So in this manner, you should prepare the things. Okay. Now coming to the challenges of the day, categorize the dimension versus the point. Prepare the revision clip of one topic. Bonus challenge, remember 10 topic from each of the GS1 to GS4 and submit all of that by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Okay. So with this, I complete the day one, and tomorrow we will start with the 9 introduction hacks. How to write the introduction in 9 different possible manner, and you can write the introduction to every question in by these tricks. These are very, very practical tricks, and you will be really enjoying. You will be really getting an idea how to make your preparation easy using these hacks, right? So tomorrow we will start the answer writing thing. Tomorrow we will start the answer writing thing. Coming back, कुछ मेंटी वाला काम हो जाए। रेडी एवरीवन? So we have discussed multiple problems that we faced, right? The three weaknesses and the strength. Okay, so weaknesses may, let us see, have we found some answer to our weaknesses today? Content for unread topics. I give you an idea. If you remember the topic list of your syllabus, you will start getting the ideas. Science and tech, this is a specific topic. Speed, conclusion, statistics, we will discuss tomorrow. Content limit, discuss tomorrow. How to write multidimensional approach, lack of diversity, lack of content in IR, everything you will get if you follow today's strategies. Not able to remember, use the mind map, exam time synopsis, audit, audio video tools. Answer writing we'll discuss tomorrow. Answer writing we'll discuss tomorrow. Yeah, so difficult to start first line GS paper. Yeah, introduction hacks we will discuss tomorrow, right? So I hope you have started getting the answer to your queries. So tomorrow we will get answer to more queries in this manner, right? Now कुछ क्वेश्चन, कुछ जवाब दे दीजिए आप लोग। What did you learn today? What did you learn today? Please type in the Menti, menti.com. Okay, code is given on the top. Sahil Bhatt, PDF will be shared after day 3. Okay, don't run after the new material. Don't become a stuff collector. Don't worry, it will be shared but after day 3 only, and it will be shared only to those people who attend all the live session 3 live sessions. Saurabh, you can record after the session. Okay, don't worry. Shalmali, we will share that screen. We will post on the Telegram channel. We will post the challenges on the Telegram channel. Don't worry. Okay, you will get complete information. Okay, prepare mains on issues basis. Wonderful. Points and dimensions, clarity in approaching the exam, how to read, revise, and collect information. Got a new dimension about preparation. Very good. Strategy during preparation. Okay, wonderful. Prelims is concept, mains is issue based. Wonderful. Need to remember the syllabus, identifying the topics, categorizing the topics based on syllabus, then preparing the. You have summarized it very well. Wonderful, wonderful. You have summarized it very well. Wonderful. Learn innovative ways of reading, studying, revision. Learn the excellent 360-degree approach. Wonderful. Syllabus consolidation, 360-degree approach, 2080 principle, previous year question analysis, on which topic to consider while studying. Wonderful. So beautiful. You have all summarized our discussion in a very beautiful manner. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, ask me anything. Ask me anything. Whatever question you want to ask, please type in the Menti. Whatever questions you have, you can ask. Officially, the workshop is over today. We will post the challenges in the Telegram channel. You can submit there. And now you can ask anything about whatever question you have today. If you don't have a question, please type no question. You can say no question. So this is my first and last attempt, so I want best formula for mains. Sure, we will share that, don't worry. Tell means specific material. Material, okay, you want the sources and all. So, sources and all, what I will do, I will make some videos, okay? Don't worry, okay? Yeah, just wait till session number 3. You will get answer to every question, okay? Next question is, sir, how write the notes effectively with current affairs? Today I told you the 360-degree approach, na? Follow that. Okay, I showed you many example of mind map, exam time synopsis. If you write 360-degree manner, if you write the answer in the 360-degree manner, if you make your notes in the 360-degree manner, if you follow those various dimensions of the 360-degree manner, you automatically get the answer to your question, right? You can integrate static, you can integrate your current everything, right? Okay. So how, okay, this is done. Is all this can be applied in 3 months of mains time after prelims? Oh, bit difficult, but if you want, we have a solution. We have already prepared one long-term course. That is, you just follow that course for 2 months and you can master GS means, right? So we will offer that course in the day 3. You can follow that if you want, okay? But if you have more time, if you have 2-3 years, then you can apply all of this. But we have already done the research. If you want, you can follow that. Is it possible to cover the entire syllabus through mind maps? Mind map, you should prepare for category A and category B topic. And in the category B, only 50% topic. Mind map should be one of the revision tool, not the only tool. For some, you will make mind map. For some, you will make exam time synopsis. For some, you will make audio or video clips. Okay, don't use the same thing for everything. How to stick on one material? If your material is prepared in the manner which contains everything, then you don't have to follow any other source. For that, you should wait till session number 3. I will discuss everything. As we will progress, you will get more clarity about how to do that. Okay, I will request also, please type your name in the first word. Type your name. Suppose your name is Sushant, so Sushant, and then write the question. That will help me identify who is asking the question, right? Sir, as a beginner, how to integrate pre and mains preparation? My friend, if you are preparing for 22, first prepare 2 papers, economy and prelims, economy of prelims and polity of prelims. After that, prepare for the main syllabus 1, 2, 3, 4 and essay. After that, you go back to other papers, right? Integration, it is to be done. It is a very different topic. For that, I can take 30 minutes to discuss. This is not like, this is something which I discuss in other master classes. We have other master class, that is 2022 master class for beginners. So you can attend that master class. That master class will start on 23rd of August, right? Is there any secret of mains which toppers don't tell? I am telling all the secrets, right? Don't worry. Is it necessary? Okay, sorry for the interruption. Will we get video recording of the class along with PDF? My friend, if you are attending it live, I don't recommend you go through the video, right? So best way to learn anything, especially these things, are the live classes. Don't think about the video, okay? We can give video only to those people who miss because of some urgency or something. Like, this is my personal recommendation. We can give the video, that is very easy thing. That is not a big problem, but better you come to the class and you attend it live. This is my personal recommendation. Sir, there are tons of material. Even I want to follow your approach. I am getting stuck between sources. Wonderful, wonderful. Wait till session number 3. You will get more clarity. Due to system shutdown, unable to attend last 30 minutes, does recording is available. Okay, send an email. Is it necessary to make daily newspaper notes of current affairs? The answer is no. I have already answered. How to write answer of each question in only 7 minutes? That is in exam. How to write answer of each question in only 7 minutes? That is in exam. How to segregate topic based on demand of question? We will discuss today and tomorrow and the day next. Don't worry. This will be taken care. Shubham, do we have to read previous newspaper for current affairs? The answer is no. Is it necessary to read daily newspaper notes of? The answer is no. Okay. Okay, the answer is no. Okay. All the answers are done. Anything else before we complete the session? I hope you enjoyed the session. Akshay Patil, I am struggling with prelims by 2 to 4 marks. What should be done? Okay. Yes, Akshay, you can write the answer after prelims. Don't worry. If you have the right approach, you just give me 1 month. Within 1 month, I can ensure that you write the best of the answers. Okay. Akshay, identify your weak areas, especially if you have already appeared in the past. What I will recommend is you should identify the questions where you made the mistake and the type of mistake that were made by you. If you do that, it will help you identify what is your problem area and you can work on that problem exactly. So you have to find your own mistake, because I can't really tell that which question is good for you, which is difficult for you, how to do that, right? You have to identify what type of problem you are making, what type of mistake you are making. For example, are you able to eliminate the options? Are you able to solve the easy questions? Are you picking up those questions which are not required to be answered? Are you making a mistake in a particular subject? So the best approach is you pick up your paper of last 2 year, 3 year that you got from the UPSC exam hall. Look into every question. What was your thinking process in that? How did you answer? And what mistake did you do? And how can you ensure that you don't repeat the mistake again? So my suggestion will be, you give sufficient time to the previous year question of your own, which you have taken up from the UPSC exam hall. But for that, you must have those. Okay. It is possible that you don't have. So in that case, I can't help. Sir, next question is, do we have to write answers daily right from day one? Answer is no. First, you work on the content. After working on the content for 1 month, then you start writing the answer. Sir, I have good handwriting and presentation, but not able to deliver in the exam hall due to pressure and time management issue. How much role of presentation and mains? Presentation is important, but presentation do not mean that you have to write flowery things. If you know the right approach to write the answer, you don't have to spend extra time for presentation, right? Presentation is something which comes from your thought process. It is nothing to do with you spending more time. I will tell you some of the tricks tomorrow and the day next, how to make your answer writing very easy, right? Okay, so no questions from the audience. No questions from the audience. Any question if you have, please feel free to ask me. I'm available. What to do if we are facing problem while making notes? What is the problem that you are making that is important? You can ask. You can ask that problem from me here. What to do if we are facing a problem in making the notes? I answered this question. We are making long notes. Don't make long notes. You already know the problem. Just write the keywords. Okay. Daily answer writing necessary or not? Answer is yes, but in a right manner. If you get the feedback from a good faculty, then only. Otherwise, no need to write so many answers. We feel everything is important. Akshay, go back to previous year question. Go back to previous year question of last 10 years. Read them again and again. Then you will be able to identify what is important, what is not important. Okay. Okay, wonderful. So we have Akshay, Anto Akash, Govind Shete, Maleshwari, Nagaraju, R. Nafisa, Oppo, Samrat Kamble, Shalmali Nawale, Shubham Bharti, Swapnil V. Gawande. Wonderful. With this, we are completing the session. I hope you got the answer to your questions. Okay, more questions are coming. Do we have to make exactly according to syllabus as suggested by the toppers? Yes, answer is yes. I am also suggesting that only. In making notes, have to copy from Google or books. Yes, you can, but the more important aspect is first identify the dimension. Then inside the dimension, write the point in a priority-wise manner. For example, if you're writing the answer of, say, climate change, your priority of point will tell how much you understand the topic. Okay. So priority of the point that you're writing in the notes, how much relevant they are, that is what is most important. Okay. Okay. Anything else? So officially, I'm closing this session. Thank you very much. God bless you. Tomorrow, we will meet at 8 p.m. Complete the assignment and enjoy your life. Wonderful.